Action.
Let's lead you to the presidents where happiness and worship will take us. Welcome to Royal Destiny International School Press Club. I am Success Silas.
And I am Sean Adindi.
Let's lead you to the presidents where happiness and worship brings us the updates.
For Tuesday, 11th October 2022.
Welcome to the press desk. I am Ogundeji Happiness.
I am a Papacha Worship.
Here are the news updates as they were published by the dailies on 11th October. We begin with the Daily Post. Finally, we can prepare for lecturers. Student Jubilate is asked to set to call off the strike. Nigerian university students on Monday expressed delight over reports that the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, will be calling off their prolonged industrial action soon. The striking university lecturers had expressed optimism that the intervention by the House of Representatives on its ongoing face-off yield desired results.
From the Daily Post. No resumption date has been announced. BUK debunks rumor. The management of Bayero University, Kano. BUK has debunked reports that the institution has fixed a resumption date for academic activities. BUK was closed down in line with the strike embarked upon in February by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU.
From Daily Post. Strike. We will sign deal in couple of days, ASU. The Academic Staff Union of University, ASU, and the House of Representatives on Monday met on the lingering industrial action by the lecturers. The lecturers, led by ASU President Emmanuel Osodike and the leadership of the House, led by Femi Bajambiamila, met behind a closed door for about 30 minutes before having another one in front of the car.
From the Daily Post. ASU strike could be called off soon, Falana. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana has claimed the Academic Staff Union of Universities ASU will call off its strike soon. Falana, who is also ASU's counsel, disclosed this during a book launch by Lanwe Arangundade on Monday in Lagos.
Let's go over to the legends. Nigerian businessman with no formal education establishes university, reveals how he achieved feats. The founder of Al Himma University, Ilorin, Abdulrahim Oladimeji, has spoken about how the university was established. Oladimeji, who had no formal education, said his investment in the education sector was divine, as his previous plan was to establish a plastic company.
From the Legends. Strike. Real reason ASU may not win in any courts in Nigeria. There are indications that ASU might not win against the federal government in Nigeria after the decision of the courts over the appeal. The appeal court has asked the striking lecturers to obey the order of the National Industrial Court before it could entertain their appeal.
On the Punch, we have the story. College educates on importance of inclusive education. The Green Springs Training College, a subsidiary of Green Springs School, Lagos, has said it is important to educate teachers and school owners on inclusive education. Head of Training College, Mrs. Adebimpe Ajibola, in a statement signed by the school, said the college decided to organize free and discounted training on inclusive education for teachers in celebration of this year's World Teachers' Day.
Now to NNN. MSc editing 3 Ilorin students leads to Kwara, NANS. 3 students from the University of Ilorin have been elected to lead the National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Joint Campus Committee, Kwara Access. According to the university's bulletin issued on Monday in Ilorin, the trio emerged as chairman, spokesman, and logistic officers of the association.
From NNN, strike. Don't advocate constant dialogue, negotiation between government lecturers. Dr. Ferdinand Inikwe, the Director, Culture and Cultural Dialogue, Godfrey Okoye University, Enugu State, says the best way to permanently resolve the crisis in Nigeria's education sector is constant dialogue between government and teachers. Anikwe gave the recommendation while speaking with the News Agency of Nigeria on Monday in Enugu.
Let's get on to The Guardian. Jamie Oliver calls for more children to receive free school meals. The chef and food rights campaigner Jamie Oliver has said there is need now more than ever for the number of children eligible for free school meals to be expanded. Speaking on BBC Radio 4's today's program, Oliver said the benefits and income threshold the parents must meet for their children to be eligible for free school meals should be lowered.
From The Guardian, schools minister accused of MPS code breach over £7,200 donation. The schools minister, Jonathan Gollis, has been accused of a potential breach of the MPS code for failing to declare donations for grammar school campaigns when arguing in favor of selective education in the Commons. In a letter to Catherine Stone, the parliamentary Commissioner for Standard Labour said Gollis should have declared £7,200 donation towards a campaign for grammar schools when arguing as a backbencher for their expansion.
From The Guardian, London school uses law change to replace striking staff with agency workers. A primary school whose top management were paid £1.4 million last year has become among the first to use strike-busting legislation, among them to hire agency workers to replace striking staff. Attempts have been brought to break a strike by 10 support staff at Drapers Priory Primary in Romford, East London, who are protesting against cuts to their wages and working hours.
From The Guardian, hope for education with Sanwo-Olu Echo Excel. Before assuming office on Monday 2019, Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated his commitment to improving learning gained in public schools. He was also intentional about it because education underpins his dream of further consolidating Lagos' status as Nigeria and West Africa powerhouse. He launched the innovative and transformational Echo Excel, which means excellence in child education and learning, program to provide quality education in the public system and upskill teachers by leveraging technology months after assuming office.
From The Guardian, private schools universities forge alliance to enhance educational standards. The yearly forum of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, NAPS, Oyo State chapter has forged an alliance with private universities with the aim of restoring the strong academic powers once associated with Nigerian universities. This was disclosed by NAPS President, Oyo Chapter, Dr. Mary Odedare, after a meeting with Vice Chancellor of Leeds City University and Chairman of Committee of Vice Chancellors and Registrars of Private Universities. Professor Kabiru Adeyemo in Ibadan had it ahead of the forthcoming forum with private universities tagged Oyo NAPS Educational Fair to be held at the University of Ibadan from October 19 to 2022.
We go over now to BBC. Kenya curriculum uproar as pupils behave like chickens in school. A viral video clip showing 2 primary school children slaughtering a chicken in Kenya has caused uproar and some hilarity about the country's new curriculum, which has more of a focus on practical skills. During the outdoor lesson for 11-year-olds on how to kill and cook a chicken, one boy is seen pinning down the fowl as another holds a knife nervously to its neck.
Then on The Vanguard, girl child education central to human capital, DEVT Akimbi. Senior Special Advisor to the Vice President on Economic Matters, Yusola Akimbi, has said that girl child education remains central to human capital development in Nigeria. Akimbi, who also doubles as the coordinator of the core working group on human capital development in Nigeria, stated this when she hosted a media squad on demographic dividends in Abuja.
Still on The Vanguard, U.S. charges 2022 Mandela Washington Fellows charges on entrepreneur education. The U.S. Mission Consul General Will Stephen has charged the new Mandela Washington fellow to continue working on critical issues that will impact the lives of fellow Nigerians, which include promoting entrepreneurship and education, promoting democratic governance, and building a strong civil society. He made the charge at a reunion conference and welcome reception organized by the U.S. Commission in Nigeria for the 2022 Mandela Washington Fellows selected to participate in a 6-week leadership program studying business, civil engagement, or public management at U.S. colleges and universities.
Finally, a national insight. In 3 years, Makinde has turned education around in Oyo's commissioner. The Oyo State Commissioner for Education, Barrister Abdullahim Abiodun Abdulrahman, has declared that the administration of government Sai Makinde has turned the fortunes of the education sector around in a little over 3 years. The commissioner, who stated this while providing updates on the scorecard of his ministry, debunked a recent publication credited to a group known as Better Oyo Movement (BOM), which alleged the preponderance of dilapidated school buildings in the state.
This is all we can take from the Royal Destiny Press Desk. I am Ogundeji Happiness.
And I am of Arbitrary Worship.